Who has the English degrees now, Dee?
I mean, I'm not an idiot. I just don't have the degrees. I don't think, I'm not sure if you thought that I was an idiot all this time, but like, maybe.
Okay. Did pop star Avril Lavigne secretly die and get replaced by a body double?
Jeff, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
T, I'm just a skater boy.
I hate the way you wrote that. See you later, boy. You're too old to be called boy. Sorry.
Wow. We're jumping into the time machine to prep for who replaced Avril Lavigne.
That's on this episode of So Much Crime.
So little time.
Or no crime, but lots of time, who knows?
Welcome to a slightly new and improved iteration of So Much Crime, So Little Time. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Dee. And we're getting ready to listen to Who Replaced Avril Lavigne from BBC Sounds and CBC.
In this episode, we're not going to discuss this series at all. We'll do that in our next episode.
Right now, though, we need to see who knows more about the time, the place, and whatever other trivia we want related to the story.
All right, Dee, if you're ready, I think it's time to hop in the time machine. Okay, Dee. So we are going to jump around a little bit for this time machine, but just to place ourselves for the podcast, the event, the crime that maybe or maybe didn't happen, was in late 2003. And then sort of separately from that, Avril Lavigne's childhood hometown is Napanee, Ontario, a tiny little town in Canada. But what did you choose to bring?
Okay, so I want to set this up with, like, Jeff, like, tell me your vibes with Avril Lavigne. Like, I don't mean this as a, let's start out this conversation with talking about your age, but I was a teenage girl in 2003. So, yeah, you know,
sure,
this hits different, I'd say, for me than it did for you. Were you, like, I don't know, married at this stage? Were you in college? Like, what was happening in your life at this stage?
I was out of college. 2003 was the year I got married. I was living in Maine. And I think we've talked about this before, because I think we've talked about 2002 or 2003 on the show before. But Avril Lavigne holds a special place in my heart, not as a teenage girl at the time that she became popular, but because at the time, my then fiance and I were in very rural Maine and used to have to drive a lot of time to get anywhere, and we would have the radio on. And so we just listened to pop music a lot. So the pop music of 2002, 2003, I know it all, I think. Very familiar with it. And Avril Lavigne was one of those. But that being said, I really only know the songs that were on the radio. I never had any of the albums. I didn't really keep up with her career. But sounds like you maybe did.
So her debut album, do you know the name of her debut album?
I can picture the cover. It's her standing and like the font. I can picture it. What is it called? I don't know what it's called.
Is it Let It Go or Let Go? Let Go.
Let Go.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with Complicated Skater Boy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of those albums that I listened to. I didn't have that many albums. Like, music wasn't really my thing. It was one of those albums I listened to from start to finish that I'd nearly know. At one point, I'd finish a song and I'd start the next song in the album in my head. Do you know one of those albums?
Yeah.
Sure. So that was so embedded for me. Very, very obsessed with that album. I don't think I ever got into any of her other albums. Like, was just very into that one. Do you know the original name that was going to be given to that album? Mm-mm. It's the name of another song on the album.
Unless it's Complicated or Skater Boy. I don't know.
Anything But Ordinary.
Okay.
It's a great song. Also, very different vibe. I'm going to say a line from a song. I'm going to see from the Let Go album and see if you can guess the song.
This is going to go poorly.
I don't think so.
Okay.
He was a boy.
Skater Boy.
What's the next part?
He was a boy. Oh, it's all these like little couplets. It's like he was a boy, I was a girl. Or does it go? Does it say something about him first?
She was a girl.
She was a girl. It's third person. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can I make it any more?
He was a boy. She was a girl. Can I make it? And it was any more clear?
Obvious.
Obvious.
He was a punk. So, you've said complicated and Skater Boy. Did you know Did you know I'm With You? That song. It's a damn cold night. Trying to figure out this life.
Yep. I know that.
Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere?
It's also like 2003 was a long time ago. So this is.
It was a long time ago.
Do I know the next word? No. Wait, sing it. Do it again.
It was a damn cold night trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere? I don't know what I am. Sorry, I'm ad-libbing now. I'm like, don't know what I am. I'm with you.
This is why
it rhymes with you. It's new. Anyway,
I
think you know this.
Music trivia.
I think you know this because you've listened to some of the podcast. But what was the signature accessory that Avril Lavigne had in the early 2000s? She paired a white tank top with what?
A tartan skirt.
And what else?
Eyeshadow.
Around her neck?
It's like a scarf?
No, a tie.
A tie. Oh, yeah. I can picture it now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I have a few of these. I don't know what'll stick, but we'll see. So what else? What else do you know about that time with music? What in that era, in that genre of music? What's the rest of your vibes?
Well, I mean, I feel like it was the era of maybe I'm jumbling my years, but I want to say it's like the era of Ja Rule and Ashanti or Britney Spears. Is that true?
Yeah, you're right. All of them were around at the time. Another thing that was big at the time and I think is less obviously put forward these days in the media. They try and do it a little bit more subtly, slightly more subtly than it was now. Is rivalry, particularly between women or girls at that point. So Avril Lavigne was actually deemed a punk pop princess. That was her thing. She was am I saying it right? The antithesis of that Barbie doll princess, which goes into a lot of, I think, the reason why people thought she was replaced. We'll talk about that in the next episode. But who was the person that the media kind of manufactured a feud with? Avril Lavigne and what other pop princess?
Pop princess. So it's not Britney Spears. Christina Aguilera, was she big then?
She was.
But that's
why do you say it's not Britney Spears?
Was it Britney Spears?
It was Britney Spears, yeah.
Yeah, because her image at the time was sort of the polar opposite of Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and she was a pop princess at that stage. She was huge at that point.
Yeah. But I thought, didn't Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera have a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. They all had
But
things.
they were both the same-ish until Dirty came out. That song, I don't remember. Right. I don't know if you remember the video. I'm sure you do. Because it was very grunge-esque video, but it was still poppy and blonde and whatever. And it was there was always this comparison. Same with Pink. There was always this comparison. And I think Pink was always I'm just not her.
I actually
I don't know what you're trying to do.
I don't think I had access to music videos that year. I lived in a dorm at a boarding school. So I've
no concept of what a dorm is like other than from, watching, I don't know, TV shows. Tell Me Lies recently, which I'm sure is inaccurate.
I don't know what that is.
It's a trashy, fantastic TV show.
This wasn't that trashy. Well, it was full of trash.
This was did people actually do this in college? This feels intense. But anyway. Okay. I've a couple more questions for you. Let Go was a huge hit, this album in particular. I'm going to give you a number and I want you to do, is it Price is Right? Is that what you guys say? Like, is it more or less than
Okay.
than this number? Okay. So it was a huge hit. Did it sell more or less than 10 million copies worldwide?
Oh boy, that's a good number. I was going to guess 10 million if you'd asked me. 10 million is a lot though. I'm going to say less.
More.
A lot more?
Can you give me a number that is not 10 million, but it is in fact more than 10 million?
Greater than 10. I'm going to, let's say 14. Higher.
More. Mm-hmm.
It didn't sell 20.
No, it sold over 16 million copies.
That's a lot of copies.
It's a great album.
That's a lot.
I'm going to listen to it after we record. Okay, this fascinating, didn't realize this. To promote the album, what unique strategy did Avril Lavigne leverage? I'm going to give you a hint here, unless you know off the top of your head.
Mm-mm.
She didn't promote it by like putting out tours in arenas. But it does relate to some of her videos.
Wait, not touring arenas. Is it about like public appearances?
Sort of.
Sort of. It's 2003. Or did it come out in 2002? It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
2002.
Did she... I don't know. Did she like go to malls and stuff?
Yeah. So she like performed at malls.
Yeah.
And like I say it relates to videos because she like, it was like a big trope at the time to like trash a mall within your like video. And that was like part of, I think it was Complicated. Her and her band like trashing a mall, which is,
I don't feel like people today, kids these days, understand how important malls were 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
So I'm just looking, it feels like you should have more grey hairs when you're saying that. Kids these days don't understand the beauty of the mall. Okay, I have a couple more. Avril Lavigne, before she was the pop punk queen, actually not princess, queen, she won a radio contest, right? When she was 15, and didn't she got famous when she was 16 or 17, so not too long before. So this contest was actually to perform on stage with the winner of this contest got to perform on stage with a legendary country star. Name that star.
Avril Lavigne as a teenager got to perform on stage with a legendary country star, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton?
Mm-mm.
No. Give me a second guess. Who would have been Garth Brooks? Shania Twain. Shania Twain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Third guess.
Yeah, fantastic.
I got there.
Did you know she had a disease in 2014? She had to step away from the spotlight. Her or her,
I was going to say, by 2014, that wasn't Avril Lavigne anymore.
Or was it?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Do you know what the disease was?
Lyme disease.
Are you joking?
I think I actually read that in...
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You are right.
I didn't just know that. I read that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little bit of research on Avril Lavigne. I listened to Skater Boy. I read about Lyme disease.
Last two yes or no questions. Did she ever have her own fashion line? Yes or no?
I feel like she should have. If she didn't, that's a real missed opportunity.
She did. It was called Abby Dawn, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, the ties, the tartan skirts, like she had a whole look.
Is she a member of the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Yes.
Okay.
But
when
also,
did she receive her star?
I've been to the Hollywood Walk of Fame several times because for whatever reason, people in my family find it an interesting place to go. And
it's not.
It's not. But it's wild how many people have stars on the Walk of Fame. Like, I think I do. You might. When did she get hers?
Jeff, I don't know how to break it to you, but you don't. I don't think you're ever going to have one.
I don't know. I don't know. Growth mindset, D. Growth mindset. I'm gonna guess she got hers. It's a weird system. It's like let's say 2011.
No, 22.
Oh, I'm way off. Okay, I don't know.
You were. But you didn't do that bad. Jem and I was helping me with those questions. Shocker. And it gave me a few the first time. It gave me like basic and a little bit tricky and then like real deep questions. And I was like, my co-host is not going to know anything about Avril Lavigne. Like, we need to just lean into the basics. We got into the basics.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I'm pretty impressed that you knew a lot of the basics. Good hustle.
That bodes well for our discussion on this podcast. All right. You ready for some trivia from me?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, D. I got a little bit of trivia for you. 5 questions.
Let's do it.
So this podcast we're going to listen to, it's called Who Replaced Avril Lavigne? It's about a doppelganger who replaced Avril Lavigne. So I have 5 questions for you about doppelgangers.
Amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and they get more fun as we go, in my opinion. So, all right. First off, though, we have to lay some ground rules here. Doppelganger, the word, is what's called
German.
a loan word from Germany.
A what word?
A loan word. Do you know what a loan word is?
No, but interesting. I'm sure it's a homophone, or hominin, but like loan word, because we're talking about 2 people who look the same, but we're saying loan word. It's not like 2, it's like alone. No. Did you not make that connection, even though you have so many English degrees? It was me. Okay, cool.
All right.
Go on,
a
what's
loan word is where
we're borrowing
you take a word from another language and you don't translate it. You just basically use that word in your other language and just the same as it is in the original. So doppelganger is the way you would say it in German, and we use that now in English. Okay, what does, and these are all multiple choice. What does doppelganger mean?
Double face.
Do you want some choices?
Yes.
A.
Double face.
Glitch brother.
Oh.
B. Mirror lurker. C. Double walker. Or D. Spare human.
Oh. I think it's C. What was that? Double
walker?
Yeah. Can I tell you my reasoning? Am I right?
You are right. What is your reasoning?
So doppel, because it's like double, makes sense. But ganger, because I'm like, okay, you walk the gangplank? the gangplank.
The gangplank.
Yeah. And,
wow. Yeah.
And I was like,
probably true.
Yeah, I'm sure that there has to be a connection there with all that. So that's where I went with the walker.
Who has the English degrees now, Dee?
I mean, I'm not an idiot. I don't have the degrees. I'm not sure if you thought that I was an idiot all this time, but like maybe.
Okay. All right. We're going to get to some pop trivia, but first I have one from literature. 1886.
Are you excited about this one? Like, oh my God, we're talking about literature. It's so exciting.
I was going to do all literature, and then I was like, no, I'll just do one. Just one literature.
No, right, she won't get it.
1886 novella.
She'll be terrible.
1886 novella by Robert Louis Stevenson, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. All right, have you ever read it? Are you familiar with the story?
Yes. One good, one bad. Same person.
Doppelganger in this novella is a chemical manifestation of a split personality.
Mm-hmm.
What is the specific trigger that allows Dr. Jekyll to transform into the murderous Mr. Hyde? I have choices.
That's good.
All right. Do you know off the top of your head?
No.
Okay. I read this book a long time ago. I do not remember this. A. Drinking a chemical potion. B. Reading a cursed book of poetry. C. Hearing a specific frequency of a church bell. Or D. Eating a bite of a moldy baked potato.
Gross on D, but maybe that's it. I think it's the church bell.
Why?
I mean, if someone's going to write a book, I feel like the thing that transforms you should be something that you could listen to. Like you could expose yourself to or you could accidentally become exposed to, because that's more interesting as a plot of a book as opposed to something you have to ingest.
It's a much more thoughtful reasoning than it's the longest answer. It is the longest answer. It's not the correct answer.
Oh.
The correct answer is drinking a chemical potion.
Hmm.
Yeah, he chooses to do it. Mm-hmm.
So when he's the good dude, he chooses to become the murderous dude.
Sure does.
So
Yeah,
then
it's
is
a
he
dark
ever
book.
the good dude?
Who really is the good dude in that story?
I mean, I don't know the story, so who knows?
That's the title of my thesis paper on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Who really is the good dude in this story? Okay, number 3. The Beatles.
Mm.
The Beatles had a long-running theory that Paul McCartney, like Avril Lavigne, was dead. You familiar with this theory? Okay.
I wasn't even familiar with the Avril Lavigne theory until I heard Joanne
Okay.
McNally came out with this podcast a few years ago.
There's all kinds of clues about this spread throughout the album covers, on Sgt. Pepper's, on Abbey Road. There's a bunch of lyric references in their songs that people could interpret this to be them saying basically Paul is dead. One specific one, at the very end of Strawberry Fields Forever, the music fades into a weird sort of experimental noise, and John Lennon can be heard muttering a phrase over and over again. Fans thought he was saying, "I buried Paul." He wasn't. What was he actually saying? All right. You want choices?
Mm.
Okay. You're familiar with Strawberry Fields Forever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A, I'm very small. B, I married Paul. C, I'm weary, y'all. Or D, cranberry sauce.
I think we had this question before on a time machine. And I think it's C. I think it's C or D, but I'm going to go with C.
I thought we did too, actually.
Did
and
you?
I tried to find it. I couldn't. Yeah. I spent a solid 10 seconds looking.
Is it C?
Didn't find it. No, it's D. Cranberry sauce.
Okay, it was either C or D for me. So I am so sure that I did that one. I knew.
I think you did, actually. And if people haven't heard this before, once you hear it, you can't really unhear it. So the next time you hear Strawberry Fields Forever, at the very end of the song, as it's sort of like fading out, you hear him say cranberry sauce. Very kind of like it's mixed. It's buried in the mix, but it does kind of sound like I Bury Paul. So, okay, 2 more. This one's going to be a theory that very closely mirrors the Avril Lavigne theory, similar time period. People thought or believe Eminem is dead. Died a long time ago, 2006. Either in a car accident or so part of this theory is that he was replaced by either an android or a high quality clone.
But what about his hands?
What about his hands?
How could he do all the
He never
jigsaws?
uses his hands. What evidence is most often cited that Eminem has been replaced by an android or clone? A, he stopped wearing baggy overalls. B, he grew a beard to hide his, quote, glitches.
Sorry, I feel like if you were like to replace someone with like an android or whatever, you would put them in baggier clothes. Like that feels like a better like progression as opposed to putting them in tighter clothes. But anyway, whatever.
So you're either ruling out A or you think A is so dumb it has to be true.
Mm.
All right, B, grew a beard to hide his glitches. C, he forgot the lyrics to Lose Yourself during a live show. Or D, he accidentally admitted to it on a track with Rihanna.
I'm gonna say D, but like that feels like he admitted it, but people were like, "Oh, look, he admitted it," but it was actually a load of bullshit.
He was actually saying cranberry sauce.
Like I'd say it was in The Fire and the song that was extremely disturbing.
Oh, such a hook, though.
I know. Oh no, it was a really great song, but it was
Great song. Anyway, that's not true. It is the grew a beard to hide his glitches. They actually said that his whole jawline changed. And
Like, has no one heard of contouring? Like, like it's a whole.
I don't know. Last one. All right, last one. All right, this is movie trivia. In the 2019 movie by Jordan Peele called Us. Have you seen this movie?
No.
Okay. Do you know anything about it?
Hmm.
Let me ask you a question about it. I have one question about it. The movie is about a family that gets terrorized by a group of doppelgangers. Where is the movie both filmed and set? A. San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf. B. Santa Clara's Great America Amusement Park. C. Santa Cruz's Beach Boardwalk. Or D. Dee's own backyard.
Oh my God, that was unfair. I hate that you put that in there. It's definitely Santa Cruz, I reckon, because it's the creepiest of them all, apart from my back garden.
It's true. Yeah, it's Santa Cruz. It's at the Beach Boardwalk. The doppelgangers live underground.
Jeff, we discussed this before. That was in the same the Us one.
Yeah, we definitely talked about this before, but I figured you wouldn't remember, but you got it. You knew that. We've also been to the Beach Boardwalk together, and there is a poster of us hanging. There's like by the Big Dipper. There's all the movies that were filmed there, and I mean that's the most famous one and the most recent one.
You're right.
Yeah, there've been several movies set or filmed there. But okay, all right. Those were my doppelganger trivia questions.
Amazing.
Hey D, did you know?
No.
That if you go to patreon.com/somuchcrime you can get not just a membership for yourself to learn more about the show, get some swag. You can also get a second membership for your doppelganger. We're actually offering a special right now. Short time offer. You got to go
2 for
check
1.
it out. 2 for 1.
2 for.
Only for you and your doppelganger. Right? It only works if you both kind of assume the same name. You can have different jawlines.
You can have different jawlines.
Go to patreon.com/somuchcrime, so little time. Go with your doppelganger. Make a whole evening of it. 2 for 1 special right now. Check it out. All right, D. Before we wrap this up, let's do a quick preview of this podcast we're going to talk about next time. First, tell us the details.
All right, so this podcast was released in the spring of 2025. The host is Joanne McNally. Who is Joanne McNally, you may ask? She is an Irish comedian coming from Dublin. She is also someone who is a co-host on My Therapist Ghosted Me, which is a comedy podcast, which became extremely popular during the pandemic, along with Joanne.
D, what's your relationship to Joanne McNally? Have you ever seen her live? Have you ever
I've seen her live many
made
times.
contact with her?
I tried to talk to her one time, and she ignored me.
How'd that go for you?
She ignored me. I was like, I love you. I had a real awkward moment with her. And she was like, fuck off, basically. And I was like, okay, bye. I know, to be fair, she was very sound. She's hilarious. She's sold out. I think she was named the most successful Irish comedian of all time. Irish female comedian of all time. There's 6 episodes in total that we're looking at, between 30 and 40 minutes long. So not huge. A very light topic, but Jeff, you're going to tell us a little bit about what the story is here that we're going to delve into.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of alluded to this. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, as many people probably know, Avril Lavigne, pop star, has been dead since 2003, but she's been replaced by a body double, this woman named Melissa. And Joanne McNally on this podcast is going to investigate whether that's true, what all the evidence is, look a little bit more into Avril Lavigne and her whole deal. That's it. All right, D, I picked this podcast because, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Joanne McNally. And no.
Jeff, you picked this podcast because you're a huge fan of not talking about real crime. And you were also like, what will D agree to do that's semi-crime related? The curling angle didn't work so well, so.
No, a little bit. That's somewhat true. But I think I brought this up a couple episodes ago. It's been murder after murder after murder this year. It's been a lot. It's been a heavy year. And I thought this would be a nice palate cleanser. And I knew you were a big Joanne McNally fan.
A big
I didn't
Avril
actually know
Lavigne
you were.
fan.
I didn't know that.
Mm.
So that worked out. But that's why I picked this. So yeah, but you didn't know this theory.
Mm-mm.
What are you hoping for here? Are you hoping to find out that actually you've been misguided this whole time and Avril Lavigne has been dead since 2003?
Okay, I don't want to burst your bubble here, but what I will say is, yes, big Joanne McNally fan. Yes, fan of Avril Lavigne, particularly Let Go, the album. I don't understand. Conspiracy theories to me are just very, what's the word that my face is saying? You know words.
Dumb?
No. They don't.
Waste of time?
They don't evoke feelings inside of me. I'm like, okay. So if someone says like they're into a conspiracy theory, it's not as if I'm like, you're dumb, you're an idiot, can't believe you believe that. Like I don't have I really don't have a strong feeling of it being negative, but I'm like, okay, like I don't get it. Like I don't. It doesn't tickle my fancy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not there. So what's your vibe with conspiracy theories? I actually don't think this is something we've spoken about before. Have we?
I don't really go for them, but I find them interesting. I kind of find the whole idea of getting wrapped up in a conspiracy theory fascinating.
Huh.
I think I found it more fascinating before it sort of took over the world the way it has. Like it's not as fun as it used to be, I would say, from my perspective. It used to be more fun, but this seems like kind of a fun, harmless one. I know we're talking about someone potentially being dead, but
yeah, do you reckon Avril thinks it's fun and harmless?
My expectations are, I would be shocked if we find out actually it's true. She's been dead since 2003. That seems baffling to me. So wait, so there's the conspiracy theory, there's Avril Lavigne, there's Joanne McNally. Are you most excited for Joanne McNally? What's the thing that's getting you going for this?
So I suppose I'm most excited to hear about Joanne McNally and how she's going to deal with this setup. Like I've heard her, I've watched her stand up. I've listened to her like podcast wise, follow her on Instagram, and she does a lot of like kind of ad-libby stuff there. Like but this seems very different. It feels a little bit more like controlled.
Yeah, it's
going to be interesting. So I think I'm intrigued. I don't know if I'm excited for it. I don't know. It's very bizarre. It's a bizarre one.
But it's CBC and BBC.
Yeah,
like,
pretty high
sources.
Production value going into this, I'd imagine. Why? I know you chose it because there's no murder. I mean, there might have been a death.
Maybe.
But there's no murder. Are you excited to jump into this? Like, are you excited to discuss it? If so, like what?
This is unlike anything we've ever listened to. I think I have listened when we did the non-true crime podcast. You had me listen to, what's it called? My therapist ghosted me. Is that what it's called?
Great name.
And I found Joanne McNally to be delightful and funny. So this is a good excuse for me to listen to more of her.
It's just another like dub to listen to who's hilarious. You're just happy to have that.
Well, but she's like really funny.
This is the tumbleweed that's going across the screen because I'm like obviously hilarious, but whatever.
No, I mean, I'm a big fan of stand-up comedians, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, it's also like 2003, like it's a little bit nostalgic for me. Yeah, it was the year I got married. Like it's kind of fun to go back to that era, and it is kind of low stakes. So yeah, I also don't I know those songs by Avril Lavigne. I really don't know anything else about her. So I know she was like super young when she became famous. I honestly don't know. After that album, like I know she's been sort of popular since then, but couldn't name another song or album that came out after that first one. So, yeah, I don't know. This is lightweight. This is kind of breezy.
All right, what's your prediction? My prediction is you aren't going to like this as much as you think you will for the breeziness. I think by the end of it,
Ooh.
you're going to be like, "Fact this, bring back the crime. Bring back the crime." That's what I think you're going to do. You're going to chant it.
I actually thought the same thing about you. I think you're gonna enjoy listening to it, but you're gonna complain about it in our recap that the story wasn't there. I think you're gonna actually say there was no story there, and it was a whole lot of kind of circling around nothing.
Isn't that a conspiracy theory? Or like a cult? Well, no. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's definitely a conspiracy theory. Like, that's like the nature of it, though. Is like,
Do you think I'm wrong,
no,
or do you think I'm right?
no. I don't know if I want to say that in those words, but I will say no. I don't
Okay.
think you're wrong.
Well, let's find out. Let's go listen. Let's come back.
Join us on the journey. Let us know. What's your vibes? Where were you in 2003 when Avril Lavigne apparently was swapped in for a doppelganger? Did you know about this conspiracy theory? Do you believe it? Tell us, convince us, join us on this journey, and while you're there, please rate us. We really appreciate your support. As always, thank you so much. Bye. So Much Crime, So Little Time is a production of MimeGov Media. The executive producer is Paxton Calariso. Our associate producer is Blythe Ty. Theme music was composed by Vyacheslav Starostin. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to this show in your podcast app. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and a review. Even better, tell your friends. To join the discussion, look for us on social media. Check out the show notes for all the links. Thanks for listening.